Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of Worlds of Something or Other. And I actually need to turn the game down just a little bit. We're doing all of our audio stuff in OBS now. It's a new phase. The hit film Express story arc is dead because well, I noticed something. So in my boot drive, right, the C drive, it's about like is it 500 gigs? I actually don't remember if it's a terabyte or 500 gigs. I should probably, I'm pretty sure it's 500 gigs. Because it's just like a boot drive, right? You just need it to boot Windows. Well, you see, here's the thing. I usually had about, like, 224 gigabytes of it for free. Like, had about, we'll play somebody. Presumably. Well, we'll play Aiko. We'll play Aiko. Yeah, so I usually have about 224 gigabytes in that free. I don't put things in the, I don't put things in the C drive very often, right? And so when I installed HitFilm Express, it was like, we want to install in the C drive, so I changed it to my Adobe drive. And then I went into the settings, and then I changed all of, like, the cache, the proxy, the other cache, because there's two of them, everything, right? Like, the thing that stores all the projects, literally everything you can think of, I changed it to the Adobe drive, which I use, which is like 2 terabytes, and it's got plenty of space. Because things like, proxy, things like the cache and all that stuff can be pretty, like, large in scale, right? So I go ahead and I set all that up, and then I start making videos. And the default export location, which was driving me crazy, was the C drive, and I was like, no, I don't want anything in the C drive, right? And the only way to change it was to do it manually every time. Like, I couldn't figure out a way to change it, like, as the default option. But what I can figure out is knowledge, light source, dexterity, second mystery, strength, second enemy. So, left side, top right. So basically, top left corner, essentially. We're just missing charisma. Do we have final boss? No, we do not have a final boss. There is no Seal of Slanesh anywhere. So we can probably just, there is a knowledge and light source, so you already know what I'm gonna do. Aiko can make a heavy bonk work regardless, even though she's only got 4 knowledge on Harbinger of Doom. I mean, Aiko is Aiko, she can make anything freaking work. Okay, we already did that, so that's fine. But what was I gonna say? Ooh, that's cool, I like that. I'll try to get a couple spells out of this. Yeah, we'll sell it. I'm not gonna use it anymore, because we've gotten a couple spells out of it, which, you never know with library. Oh, that was Moriko right there. I'm like 99% sure I saw Moriko out of the corner of my vision when I was looking at, something else. There we go. Just 2 Morikos as a treat, for sure. Violent Vigil, Wordless Word Botany, Painting. Now, this sucks. Also, I mean, you immediately know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the heavy-duty flashlight anyways, but, it is what it is. So getting the library notes is very nice, because we can just sell it immediately. We can go here, we can get Cursed. If we get Insomnia, we know what we're doing. Fuel is what I wanted to see immediately. We would love to see Jar of Blood as soon as possible, but we don't need it, because we can probably just run away if we get into a fight, but we want to see Jar of Blood as quickly as possible. Thank you, my friend. You love to see it. Thank you so much. And then, we just get Cursed here. Honestly, that's a contender for what we old coin. That is a contender. We're not going to do it yet, but it's definitely a thing that I'm thinking about actively right now. So this is a 16, I was about to say 69, but that's the chance to hit. 79 speed, which is pretty bad. But, you know, we're not factoring in Ico's 10% attack speed, which is pretty nice. It's still gonna be bad, don't get me wrong. But, there are worse weapons that we could be using, which is a little bit sad. But, yeah, so hit film. It was trying to render everything in the C drive, right? We should be able to do this anyways, right? Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so it was trying to render everything in the C drive. Not a big deal. I can just set the file destination to the Premiere Pro drive and in the render folder, and then everything's good, right? Everything's completely fine. However, we ran into a problem. Is that every single time I booted up the application, for some reason, and I mean, this is just a run no matter what, like, I don't care, but Drowner Sponge. Don't forgore Drowner Sponge. Drowner Sponge. You just gotta reinforce it. You just gotta reinforce it, and then you'll remember. Don't forgore. Remember when things happy. That's gonna be 7. So this actually does... Oh, yeah. By 6, huh? Exactly by 6, huh? That sucks. Okay, so we can do... I mean, that's like 5, you know, it's not a... We'll just do this. It's a 95% chance. Do we do 95-95? I think we do. That just makes sense to... Alright, we're not gonna talk about what just happened there, like, ever again. That didn't happen. Although we're gonna have to go into painting with these bad stats. We're not even gonna level up either. I mean, we are gonna get, like, what, like 45 EXP? So we're close. Because it's gonna be, yeah, 45 EXP. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go into painting, regardless. With a little bit of luck, we can make it happen. The contaminated water basically, like, sealed the deal for me. Or, like, no contaminated water was why I went. We're gonna skip the boss like we normally do. Because obviously we're big fans. Why would we want to attack the guy? Give me peace of mind here. I don't want to lose any health. I feel like this is a dangerous floor. I'd rather take the Doom for sure. Reveal yourself? I mean, we run. Like, we got great dexterity. The forest is at least low... the forest is low threat level. So that's interesting. But, what was I gonna say? So, yeah, what was happening is, like, every time I opened the application, it would change. We would love to see the... I mean, we love to see this. But, every time it would change... And you would, like, every time it would change back to its default settings for some reason. Maybe I just didn't, like, maybe there was some sort of, like, button that's like, save your settings. And I didn't click it. I just expected it to work like Premiere, where once you change a setting, that setting's changed. Can't wait to run away from an enemy, from a ghost. Because, you know, there's nothing else to do there. We ran away from 2 enemies and we have a chainsaw build. What the heck? But yeah, no, so it's like, maybe there's just like some special way to save your settings. Maybe I wasn't saving them properly. Maybe they were resetting. I did buy the program with very minimal research beforehand. So, you know, it could have definitely been user error. But what ended up happening was, for some reason, whether it be user error or program error, I don't know. For some reason, what ended up happening was every video that I imported had a copy of it on the C drive made. And every video had a copy of its render, or, well, not necessarily like its render, but like all of the files for the video got put straight into the C drive. And, yeah, that's, not good. So, like, my 224 is now 25. My 224 free gigabytes of space is now 25. And so, you know, I was so confused because I had no idea what had happened. But that's obviously what had happened. So here we are. I don't want to skip botany. I think with the chainsaw we can do longer mysteries for sure. Actually, if we got fear, if we get actually, this is the tech. Here's some cool tech you can do. All right, when you have something like a I was gonna say forest heavy, but when you have like a mystery that's sort of like roads and or closed, that sort of thing. When you do that, if it has Twilight TV Terror attached to it, you can ignore it, and then you can do the other mystery that's out of town and like roads closed heavy. And with that, you can then, if you get roads closed later, you can skip it with TV Terror. Which TV Terror does have some village gaming, but not a lot. So it's still like a... And also Villages, or TV Terror is just such a good mystery, like overwhelmingly good for the player, because it's so short and it gives you free healing every time. So like, you know, it's pretty nice. So yeah, that's about it, really. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right now. I think that's definitely what I want to do. Even if it is a little bit sus. This is 10 EXP, by the way. We're gonna do that. It's also Doom if you fail it. That's really good, actually. Like, Doom, 2% Doom if you fail, 10 EXP if you succeed. I think that might be better than the generic item you would get some of the time. But, you know, we will take some dexterity checks. I think... Uh-oh. So, you know... Web throw. That's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter. But it is kind of funny that happened. Now, before I hit this button, we're going to do this, and then that, because let's not make that mistake. And then we're just gonna go on and get a free weapon to throw. Now, we ignored the Vigil pamphlet. We don't have it, so we won't have any ritual actions that we can do. So, worst case scenario, we missed out on minus 3% Doom. Best case scenario, we missed out on +1 reason. Well, I mean, the spell could be good, you know, so it's like, are you feeling lucky, punks? No, they were not feeling lucky, confirmed. Yeah, if you have the Vigil pamphlet, you'll be able to do that, but you don't have, yeah, you don't have, if you don't have it, you don't have it. It's true. That sucks, by the way. That's, the Wombo combo. That's the Wombo combo, like everything. Listen, if they can dodge 8 attacks at 75%, then they deserve to live. They deserve to get that shot. You gotta set yourself up for, whatchamacallit, for hilarious failure. You gotta do it for the potential YouTube short / YouTube clip. But yeah, no, so I got absolutely owned by, You wanna do Wordless Ward? Yeah, sure, why not? Who cares? I think this is probably one of the harder ones that we could do. Now, do remember... yeah, make an excuse, because it's a stamina boss if we give him the Curious Package. Speaking of which, we'll probably, we'll do this, because it's just like... I don't even know what it does. Like, it gives us reason, I guess. But, I don't know, it's really weird, right? Like, apparently, Ico has another event that we've never seen, right? Like, Ico has an event where you can get an ally called Ico's friend, but I've literally just never seen it. Okay, so we need to kill this guy within 5 actions. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and give the... Uh-oh. Okay, so... I actually think that we can just do that. We missed a fair bit there. Now, how you get a freaking knife in a hospital, a knife that large, I'm not entirely sure. But go ahead and do this because it's a reason. Oh, that's a check? That was a charisma check. I thought that was a cadaver the whole time. For like the 400 hours I played this game, I thought that was a cadaver the entire time. That's a charisma check? I wanted to opt into reason damage. What the heck? Don't go yet. We got like 5 more investigations to go. It's so bad. Let the police handle it. Go to your storage. Oh, we had 2 sewing kits? Oh, I'm a fool. We could have gotten 2 sewing kit hairs. That would have been incredible. But we'll go ahead and use this, I guess. And we'll grab the meat cleaver. That's crazy. Like, we don't have a charisma check. Yeah, this is an anatomy class thing. So it is the Mimi tax times 2. Wordless Ward is brutal. Like, my god. Unearthly... interesting, but probably not. Are they a human enemy? That's like a potential, use case. We are on Ath-Yelazath. I could take that as a thing. They are human, but also why don't we just, like, murder them? So, let's see. We can attack, you know, and then do that. That's pretty nice. I like that. Let's throw the meat cleaver, too, just for fun. And they were deleted out of existence. It's true. We'll go ahead and take Hot Bath. Even though we've got, like, 1 mystery left, I still think it could be handy. Go ahead and take... I mean, we're probably going to level up again, because we can fight anything that gets in our way, but I think I'd rather just take the Dexterity now. Because it can kind of help us with something like Discipline. And plus the bathtub's still here, so who cares? Do we have roads closed? So here's the thing, if you want to guaranteed win the game 100% of the time, you take Twilight TV Terror, but I gotta feel something. I gotta play the game to feel something, and also, like, I'm not in any rush, alright? I'm recording this an hour and 30 minutes ahead of the raid night. So I got nothing but time. I got absolutely nothing but time. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Now then, Mind Wipe. You hate that. I almost want to get rid of that with Old Coin. Like, we're not going to get to 8 knowledge. Like, we just kind of retroactively decided not to do that. We'll go to the school twice, that's fine. Connect the dots because we're paranoid. Minus 5% Doom's pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And we got the sewing kit hair in our back pocket as well, so it's not really a big deal. Do nothing, because that's stamina damage. We want to take that. Do we want to go into the forest with 5 reason? I think in context, that's completely okay. I think in context, it's completely fine. We're gonna say no, which is scary, but, We've got 2 spells that we don't mind forgetting. We'll stay at 3 for now. Forest is doomed, which is a little terrifying. Okay, fair enough. Do we have any injuries? No, we don't. Let's get that out of there. So things, we got 2 cadavers in a row. And so, like, we're now in what we call sketchy territory. But I think it's probably fine. We don't even have our old coin on us, so we can't level up if we wanted to. Oh no, we do have item storage here, so let's go ahead and use the old coin here. And I'm looking at it, alright? I'm looking at it. Let's see what we got here. Chance of losing reason each time you lose stamina. This is only in combat, though. Mind Wipe, minus 100 EXP. Yeah, I'm thinking that we probably want to get rid of Mind Wipe, but honestly, you know what? Let's do Paranoia. Let's get rid of Paranoia. Because it's okay. We've already got 8-8. So we're going to take minus 3, but that's okay. Not particularly worried about that. As long as we don't misclick horribly, we're not going to die, so... We can just have Shiro-san... I think it's so funny that it's like... Shiro-san is just... There is no good ending for Shiro-san, and it's just kind of everybody agrees to, just, like, let him die every time. because it's like, it's just not worth it any other way about it. So, let's look at what we got here. Let's take a look. Knowledge, we're good, oh no, we're not good. We're gonna take -3 there. -3 stamina, we're good. Hopefully we're good, and we're good, and then that doesn't matter. So, as long as we don't have any way to lose reason, which is basically just as long as I don't misclick on the second thing there, we're probably fine, because I don't have any way of losing sanity. So there's not really anything that we have to particularly do. We can just kind of go, we can just kind of vibe, you know? Okay, so congratulations, another Ico run in the bag, as it were. I mean, obviously we did painting, like that's, I don't even have to think about that. Like, I have the chainsaw, I know what mystery I did second. And, you know, we can just use these for fun, because who cares, you know? It is what it is. We got branded at the end there, that's kind of scary, but, yeah, no, it's a good Ico run. I'm overall really happy about it. And, yeah, so anyways, my poor C drive, pour one out for that, but don't pour one out on a electronic drive, because that's how you know, electrocute things and lose valuable data. But yeah, now that I'm just doing all the audio stuff in, you know, I was gonna say Adobe. I can't do all the audio stuff in Adobe because then I won't get any freaking audio in the export. But now that I'm doing the audio in OBS, we saw 40 new events and 11 new enemies. My favorite new event was the Hit Film Express C drive betrayal. But, yeah, no, it was probably user error, if I had to guess, but, like, there are a few posts online about people being annoyed about, Hit Film Express and how it handles files. So maybe it's not just me. But Hit Film Express, I don't regret buying it. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to delete the video files and, like, clear the cache and all that. Now that we're done with Lily's Well, I think we're gonna do Elden Ring. I don't know. I have those Elden Ring videos still that I need to, like, actually render, but I don't know if they're actually gonna be at, like, 60 FPS because of that render test I did. The first, like, 2 episodes are going to basically be in that quality, if that makes sense. The audio might be a little bit scuffed because that was recorded before I had all these filters and stuff put on OBS. So, the first 2 episodes of Elden Ring are going to be scuffed as hell, and we're probably going to do Elden Ring, I would say, like, I'm gonna play it whenever the hell I want to play it, but episode-wise, probably going to be maybe once a week. Once or twice a week. And another thing, and obviously, like, I'll probably put it at the start of, like, episode 3 of Elden Ring, but please do not backseat or spoil. Don't talk about any, like, optional stuff. Like, it'll be the rules in the description or whatever, but I want to experience the game blind as possible. The only thing that I know about it outside of what I've already played is about some lady who gives you a hug, and also the fact that people call turtles dogs for some reason. So, you know, that's really all that I know. If you want there to be, well, if you want me to read the comments on the Elden Ring video, please only, like, when it pertains to Elden Ring in your comments, please only talk about things that we've done in the episode itself. Because I do not want any, like, backseating. Like 99% of the time, I don't really care about backseating or, like, anything like that. Like, backseating, spoilers, that sort of thing. The only things I really care for about, like, spoilers and backseating is, like... Well, I mean, not even, like, really, like, spoilers for Elden Ring, just more, like, mechanical stuff, you know? Like, if there's, like, a boss that explodes into, like, a Godzilla monster, like in Dark Souls 3... You know, I want to experience that for the first time. Like, it's not really, like, if you tried to spoil the story of Elden Ring, I probably wouldn't even understand it because I haven't watched the 50 Vatty videos yet. So that's not really, like, a huge deal. But just, like, mechanical stuff and, like, oh, Web, if you just walked, like, slightly to the left in this one part, you would have gotten the Scrimbo Bimblo greatsword that you can use as a special attack to kill the boss easily, you know, so nothing like that, please, and thank you. But anyways, I hope you're all staying safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.